Alright, hello, and welcome. So a little while ago, someone that I know, someone that I play games with, asked me for help in Mario Party, because generally I'm the one who's winning most of the mini-games, so they were just asking me, how do I do it? I play a lot of video games, I guess. That really is just the answer to the question. It's not really like some special trick or anything, it's just that I have more practice. They don't play a lot of video games, I do. That's basically it. If you really want to improve at Mario Party, or at least the mini-games, this is the way to do it. Is just come to the mini-game bay, as it's called, and just play some of the mini-games. You can just hit random. Maybe not that one. That one's a special one. That one's also a special one. Though I guess you could play it, practice it. It's usually pretty simple, though. But yeah, it really is just like play it once, maybe twice, and that's about it. Okay, kind of focus here. I think I got it. I do not have it. I got that one. Is it this one? It is. Okay, I was off just by a little bit.
You got an item.
So yeah, just practice is basically the key. And, I mean, of course you'll naturally get better when you play the mini-games multiple times, but really you just need to play it once or twice just to figure out what, like, the trick is. Like in this one, Lumber Tumble, there's always one path is like a quote-unquote harder path that it's easier for you to get pushed off of, while the other path is a lot easier to not get pushed off. So yeah, it's just this. You see, like this path, you don't want to take the bottom path there, or the path that I'm taking right now. That was wrong. That's why you don't take that path. That's the whole thing of the minigame. It's not always the same. Sometimes the path looks different. But generally that's how it goes. One path is way easier to not get pushed off, while the other one is harder. Let's another quick and easy one. This one is pretty simple. Jumping. Jumping is the trick to this one. If you jump, they don't push you anymore. So you see I can stand in front of this cold front here, and it just doesn't shove me off. That one will, however. You do need a little bit of leeway to do this, because it is, slowly but surely pushing me further and further back. So, as long as you stand, like, somewhere right here, like, this should be fine. Yeah, once you learn that jumping trick, the minigame becomes super simple, and that's just the entire thing. It's just find it and do it. Though, of course, some of these mini-games, there is no strategy. It's just get lucky, and that's it. And you either are or you aren't, and that's all there is to it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that really has a big thing here. I think most people already know this, but depending on your height when you do the ground pound, so you have to ground pound the button to launch those lasers, but if you're really close to the button, you didn't jump that high and then you ground pound, then the laser will be slow. But if you're super high, then the laser will be fast. That's basically it. This one I don't see a lot of people talking about. There actually is a trick to this one with the little monster guys that I forget the name of. So this guy, the first one's a special one. He just walks in a straight line. You don't have to worry about him. But then all the other ones will typically, like, home in on someone. Like you see this guy right here in front of me is coming towards me. So all you gotta do is you basically just have to get the monsters to look at each other. Once they get within a certain range of each other, they just go down straight into the lava. But if they don't, then they will continuously chase you. So there you go. You just got to get them to kiss, essentially. And if he can do that, then they won't be a problem. I was not paying attention to the fire bar. I was too busy thinking about the explanation. But it doesn't matter. That's the whole trick to that one. Is if the monsters keep overwhelming you and swarming you, just focus on, you know, getting them to run into each other sooner. So you don't have to worry about them. Yep. For this one, I would just suggest staying on your platform. That strategy isn't always the best. I would assume maybe there's something better, but typically whoever I'm playing with and the CPUs obviously always will try to switch what platform they're standing on. But I find that if you just stay on the one that you were brought in on, you will collect enough coins. There's a lot of coins in this one. So yeah, just don't move around too much, basically. Some of this stuff with like motion controls, I don't really have a good tip for motion controls. The only thing I can say is just do what the game tells you to do and then hope that your motion controller likes you a lot. Because it can be really finicky sometimes. But yeah, I don't know, just I guess make sure you're getting the motion down and then cross your fingers. Yeah, there's nothing else really to say about any of these. Yeah, I mean, it's Mario Party. Some of these 1 versus 3 ones, like this one and this one. If you're a part of the 3, just give up. In fact, a lot of these mini games favor the single player. Like this one's just practice. If you're, at all decent at this one, you can generally beat 3 people.
3, 2.
Let's see, I don't know, I haven't played this in a while, so maybe I'm out of practice. I almost made so many mistakes, but we're fine. Whoop. There is a weird, delay to the controller, so you can't completely just blast off. I knew I was going to make a mistake eventually. I was trying so hard not to. Whew. Alright, well, honestly, I thought I would do a lot better at that one, but it has been a while since I've played this one. I guess that's not bad. But I could have done better. I could have done more. So yeah, the other one, this one really favors the 1. If you just do this, because this minigame is the same every time, so then the next one's going to give me as a 3, and then the next one's going to give me as a 5, I believe. Yeah. And then we have another 3, I think. Yeah, so you just do that, and then you just do this. That is not normally how that happens. Okay, well, never mind. Making me a liar, I guess. There is a way, I think, to flip over the 5-spiked one, but I'm not good at it, so I typically don't do it. But generally, this just works. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so now there's pretty much nothing they can do about it. Yep. And then all you have to do is go back to this other side and do the exact same thing. And there you go. It is a little finicky, I suppose. I haven't played the minigame that many times, so I guess maybe that doesn't work all the time, but works 90% of the time. And this one is also super simple for the 1 to win. Because all you have to do is this first one that comes out, just keep it up here. Ignore everything else and just keep this 1 up here. It doesn't matter about any of the other stuff. Because now we can do... I might have messed that up. That's fine. I actually messed that up. Never mind. Yeah, I was about to say, he's an easy mode CPU, so he's not going to do any amazing moves, but It's basically that. Just focus on keeping the very first one up there, and then eventually a second one will come out that'll line up, and you can keep them both up there for a little while. And I sort of messed it up in the middle there. You're supposed to try and drop them all at once, so they can all fall down on top of them, and there's usually not too much the 3 on the bottom can do about it, unless one of them is just super good and was in the right place at the right time. And I think that's about it, at least as far as tips and tricks go. I mean, I guess the only other thing is just not psych yourself out, I suppose, you know. It's just, yeah, it's Mario Party. It's not the most competitive game in the world, and speaking from experience, you can win every mini-game and still lose. I can't believe it. So yeah. That's basically all that I have. I only made this video because they asked for it, and I don't really know what to make videos about, so, I mean, if you have a request for something I should make a video about, I'll look into doing that. Otherwise, that's it. So, see ya.